I just found a pattern on Alibaba's stock chart that does not bode well for the stock price going forward. Let's jump in. What's up everyone, I'm Brad. Welcome to the Money Dad channel. In this video we are talking Alibaba stock chart, but in general we like to talk stocks, stock market, personal finance, a little bit of Bitcoin. So if any of that interests you, please consider hitting that subscribe button, join the community, join the family so you can see more videos like this. I got a lot more coming out. I think you'll like what I got. So let's jump into this Alibaba stock chart pattern. Before I do that, I want to give you a little bit of background on the company. So Alibaba is a Chinese tech online e-commerce retail company, absolute mega cap company. Is valued at like $715 billion right now. So one of the biggest companies in the world by far. Trades here in the United States. So let's take a look. Okay, so I've got it open in Trading View. We are looking at daily candlesticks over the almost the last 2 years. I mean, I could pull it back to the last 2 years or so, but really we're looking at this last 6 months or so, this price action right here. And let me show you what I mean. So this stock pattern, or this stock chart pattern, is called a head and shoulders, and it points to the downside for Alibaba, and it points to the downside pretty significantly. I'm going to show you a price target here in a little bit, but I want to talk about the pattern and how it forms and the reliability and things like that too. So I just drew what's called the neckline for the head and shoulders pattern. So basically, a head and shoulders pattern is a reversal pattern. So it reverses whatever price action was happening before the pattern started to play out. So you can see here on Alibaba's chart, we were in a bull trend. It's been trending up this whole year and before the year. So we were in a bull trend. This is a head and shoulders pattern playing out right here, which will reverse that bull trend into a bear trend and point down if the pattern plays out entirely. I'm not saying it's going to definitely turn into a bear trend going forward, but if the pattern plays out fully, there is a very high probability that it will turn into a bear trend. Right? We're always dealing with probabilities here. Nothing is certain, nothing is 100%, but head and shoulders patterns have a very high level of probability if the entire pattern plays out. So we need this last shoulder to break below the neckline for a confirmation. So let me tell you what I mean by that. So I drew the neckline. It is a little bit slanted on this one, so that reduces the level of probability on this chart happening. Basically on a head and shoulders pattern or a reverse head and shoulders pattern, either one, the closer the neckline is to fully horizontal, the more the higher the probability is for the pattern to play out. So this neckline is a little bit slanted, so the probability is a little bit lower on this one playing out, but still enough to be more often than not, I would say. So I'm still going to go with a price target on this one. So let me chart out the head and shoulders for you. So we have our bull trend going up, we have our shoulder retraces to the neckline, head retraces to the neckline, and then another shoulder, and we are now starting to retrace the neckline. If it continues to play out the way that it should, we should see a kind of like almost like an upside down shoulder go below the neckline, retrace back up to the neckline, and then the stock dumps. It just takes a huge downward move, and we can find the price target for that downtrend right there by measuring out the height of the head from the neckline. So let's do that right now and get us a price target. Delete these brush marks just to clean it up a little bit. I'll grab my measuring stick. Let's measure from the neckline up to the top of the head, and we get $60. Okay, so if we think we break below the neckline here, retrace, and then hit the neckline again right around here, then we will measure from there, so let's measure our $60 decline from here, and we get a price target to the downside of $184.79. So let's make it 185. All right, so the price of Alibaba is currently sitting at $260. If this chart pattern plays out, then we can project a price target of $185 after it breaks below this neckline. That is a massive move. I mean, we're talking about a $260 stock dropping down to $1.85, not $1.85, but $185. Still, you're talking about a huge drop there. Now, we need it to drop a little bit more from where it's at right now to confirm that this pattern exists, right? We need it to break below this neckline. So if it breaks below the neckline, drops down to, I don't know, 225 level, and then retraces back up to the neckline, maybe the 245 level, then the chart pattern has confirmed, and we can expect it from there to drop to the 185 level with a very high level of certainty or probability anyway. So that is my price prediction. That's my price target for Alibaba. I think we're heading lower. That said, I will wait for us to break below that neckline for confirmation. So that's all I got for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, if you got some value out of it, please consider hitting that like button. If you are not a subscriber yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button, join the family, join the community. I got more videos like this, more stock price predictions coming up. And leave a comment down below. I will see you there and in the next video. Thanks, guys.